The game of touch is a fun game with simple playing rules. There is no hard physical contact, and the sport relies on teamwork and ball skills. Suitable for players of all ages, for both genders and for mixed gender competition. It is exciting to watch and is certainly fun to play. To promote enjoyment and enhance skill development, all players should be encouraged to learn the basic rules of the game. This resource is designed for children and for beginners and is divided into 5 segments covering the following areas: field dimensions, teams and duration, starting, scoring, restarting and general play, possession and making a touch, player skills, the tap, roll ball and passing, possession change, infringements and penalties. Field dimensions, teams and duration. The size of a field is 70 metres by 50 metres, although the size may differ slightly in park level or junior games. For children, the size should be appropriate to the ages of the group and their level of skill, and fields are usually about half size for children under 10 years of age. Ideally, the surface should be grass, however any soft surface may be suitable. Soft cones are used as markers on the corners. Lines should mark the field boundaries, and as a minimum, there should also be a halfway line marked. The sidelines are named sidelines, and the end lines are called score lines. Details of other markings can be found in the official playing rules. A team may consist of up to 14 players. However, it's common for most teams to have around 10 to 12 players. There are 6 players from each team allowed on the field at any one time, and they are the playing positions of 2 wings, 2 links, and 2 middles. The wings are on the outside near the sidelines, and the 2 middles play near the middle of the field. The left and right links play in the 2 positions between the middles and the wings. Team players not on the field usually remain in the interchange area called the sub-box, located near the halfway line on each side of the field, one for each team. Players may interchange or substitute at any time, although the player coming from the field needs to be off the field before the substitute player goes onto the field. Players can interchange as often as they wish throughout the game. The game of touch is normally played in 2 halves of 20 minutes with a 5-minute half-time break. Official touch balls should be used, and players are required to wear soft shoes with rubber or flexible soles. All team players should wear numbered shirts or tops together with uniform shorts and socks. Starting, scoring, restarting and general play. Team captains should toss a coin before the game. The winning captain then receives the ball for the start of the game and chooses which direction they want to run for the first half. The team that loses the toss begins the game by defending. The game starts with a tap at the centre of the halfway line by the team winning the toss. A tap is also used to recommence the game after half-time by the other team, and teams also change the direction they run for the second half. The tap is also used to restart the game at the centre of the halfway line after a team scores. The team that is scored against restarts the game. team that scores the most wins the game. And a score in touch is called a touchdown. Touchdowns are worth 1 point each, and a touchdown is made when a player in possession of the ball places the ball on or over the attacking scoreline at the end of the field. But the player must do so without being touched by a defender. The ball cannot bounce, and the player does not have to release the ball. Scoring can be exciting to watch, especially when players have to dive to avoid a defender. If a defending player touches the attacking player while attempting to score, the touch is counted and a touchdown is not awarded. Players get close to the scoreline by running with the ball towards the scoreline or by passing the ball laterally to the side or backwards to other players in the team that has possession, called the attacking team. They try to get through or around players in the other team, called the defending team. The object of the game for each team when they have the ball is to attempt to score touchdowns without getting touched. If the attacking team drops the ball, passes forward, or infringes other rules while they have the ball, possession changes and the ball is given to the other team. Possession also changes after an attacking team has had the ball and 6 touches have been made. Possession is an important part of the game as you need the ball to score. Possession and making a touch. The object of each team is to score more touchdowns than the opposition team. Teams in possession have 6 touches or 6 possession opportunities before they lose possession, and the opposite team gains possession. After each touch, players perform a roll ball. On the 5th touch, referees will usually call fifth and hold one hand in the air with fingers spread. On the next, or 6th touch, the team then hands the ball over to the opposition, and the opposition team then has 6 touches or 6 possession opportunities in which to attempt to score. The handover occurs where the last touch was made. And the game is restarted with a roll ball. The team losing possession must give the ball to the other team without delay, and if a team delays handover, the referee will award a penalty. A touch is defined as any physical contact made between the player in possession of the ball and any defending player in the other team. A touch also includes contact on clothing, the ball, or even on the hair. The touch must be made with the minimum physical force necessary. Hard hits, slaps or pushes are not allowed, and players should try to make touches in a balanced position to avoid any hard physical contact, especially when one or both players are running fast towards each other. If the referee sees a hard touch by a player, the referee will blow the whistle and award a penalty to the other team. When a touch is made, the player in possession has to perform a roll ball on the mark where the touch occurred. The mark is the place where the player was when the touch was made. When a touch is made, all players in the defending team, including the player who made the touch, must move backwards or retire a distance of not less than 5 meters from the mark. A touch may be made by either a defending player or by the player in possession of the ball. Sometimes the player with the ball will make the touch rather than wait for a defending player. This option helps the attacking team with their tactics or set plays, as it will cause all players in the defending team to retire and move backwards down the field. Otherwise, they'll be caught offside and penalised by the referee. This is sometimes called driving. Player skills: the tap, roll ball and passing.
Start the game.
A tap is required to start or restart the game, and when a penalty is awarded by the referee for an infringement of the rules. The tap must be taken at the mark, and the player taking the tap must place the ball on the ground at the mark and release the ball from the hands before touching or tapping the ball gently with either foot. The player taking the tap may face any way, use either foot, but the ball must not move more than 1 metre. Defending players must retire 10 metres for a tap. After a tap, the ball is then picked up and the player may then run with the ball or pass the ball to another teammate. Except for the last touch, when a handover is required, a roll ball is performed after every touch is made. A player cannot perform a roll ball until a touch has been made, otherwise the referee will award a penalty. The roll ball can be a static or stationary roll ball, or it can be dynamic or moving. The static roll ball is performed at the mark where the touch was made, with the player facing the scoreline, placing the ball on the ground between the feet and then either stepping over the ball or gently rolling the ball backwards between the legs up to 1 metre. The dynamic roll ball is performed when the attacking team is driving forwards, trying to gain ground or move up the field closer to their attacking scoreline. The same process is used when the player places the ball on the inside of the supporting foot while still moving forward. Often the ball stays still on the ground after a dynamic roll ball. This is usually referred to as a dump. Players doing the dynamic roll ball should take care not to overstep the mark where the touch was initiated. A player who performs a roll ball in front of the correct mark will lose possession. After the roll ball, another player from the attacking team then picks up the ball and passes or runs with the ball. That player is called the half, and the half may perform a half pass where the ball is passed from the ground to another player, or the half may perform a scoop where the half picks up the ball on the run. The half cannot score until at least 2 passes have been made by the attacking team, and that means the half has to pass before getting touched. If the half gets touched before passing the ball, possession changes and the ball is handed to the other team where the half was touched. passes are made between attacking players and passing is usually to the left or to the right. Passes must be either flat to the side or backwards lateral passes made to another player who is to the side and behind the passing player. Passes cannot go forward and cannot be made to a player who is in front of the passing player. If the referee observes a forward pass, the referee will blow the whistle and award a penalty to the opposite team where the ball was passed forward. Other than the half pass, the pop pass, the switch pass, and some other innovative passes, one of the most common passes is the spiral pass that spins during flight. The spiral pass is used for speed, accuracy, and distance. A player must complete the pass before a touch is made. A penalty will be awarded if a player is touched by an opponent and then passes the ball. Should the player get touched either before the pass is made or even while the arms are swinging to make the pass, then that is called a late pass. The referee will blow the whistle and award a penalty for a late pass. Sometimes, when it's a very close decision, the referee may call play on and the players should continue playing. If a defending player catches or intercepts the ball while it's being passed, possession changes and the game is allowed to continue. However, if a defending player touches the ball while it's being passed and another attacking player then receives the ball, then the attacking team is awarded 6 more touches. The referee will indicate 6 more touches by waving one arm side to side over the referee's head. Possession change, infringements and penalties. Possession changes after a team has had possession for 6 touches and the ball is given to the other team where the last touch occurred. The referee will usually blow the whistle and hold both hands high in the air. If a team drops the ball during passing or pick up by the half at the roll ball, possession changes and the ball is given to the other team where the ball was dropped. The referee will usually indicate by showing a downward motion with both hands. Possession changes if a team performs an incorrect roll ball and possession also changes after a touchdown has been scored. Although touch is a simple game, penalties may be awarded by the referee if players don't observe the playing rules. If the referee sees an infringement, the referee will blow the whistle and award a penalty. After blowing the whistle, the referee will use a hand signal to indicate the infringement and call out what the infringement was. The referee will then indicate where the infringement occurred. Then, the referee will indicate to the offending team to retire 10 metres from the penalty mark. And then play may recommence, with the referee usually calling play on. The most common infringement is offside by defending players at the roll ball. After a touch has been made, all defending players are required to move backwards or retire not less than 5 metres from where the touch was made. At the start or restart of the game, or when a penalty tap is awarded, defending players must move backwards or retire 10 metres. In summary, roll balls are used to restart after possession change, Possession changes at the end of 6 touches. Possession changes following a dropped ball or knock-on. Possession changes following an incorrect roll ball, and possession changes following a ball over the sideline. Taps are used at the beginning of the game, after half-time, after a touchdown, and for all awarded penalties. This resource is a summary of the playing rules. Touch is a skillful but simple game to play. The rules are few and are easy to understand. The game is applicable to everyone from young children to more mature folk, and mixed gender competitions remain very popular. All participants should endeavour to learn the basic rules of the game to enhance enjoyment and satisfaction, and to gain the benefits of this social and skill-oriented team sport. Many personal, physical, emotional and health opportunities exist, and the benefits to the community are significant. But most of all, it's fun to play.